From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The latest on the new Speaker of the House and John Boehner's exit.
Plus, Arizona lawmakers are in the state capitol today considering a proposal to fund education over the next decade.
And missing persons are a concern for many in the Valley. We'll hear from one family that is still searching for answers.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Genesis Monserrati.
And I'm Erica Lang. Thanks for joining us. The House of Representatives has officially elected Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan as House Speaker today. Ryan takes over for John Boehner as the 54th House Speaker. Ryan has said as Speaker he hopes to unify a fractured Republican Party.
So when we do not follow regular order, when we rush to pass bills that a lot of us don't understand, we are not doing our job. Only a fully functioning House can truly represent the people.
Well, it was a big day for Paul Ryan. It was a bigger week for former Speaker John Boehner, who had vowed to push through major bills before handing the gavel over to his successor. Our Washington, D.C. reporter Elizabeth Blackburn tells us what this could mean for Congress's to-do list and for Ryan's speakership.
In Boehner's words, he wanted to clean the barn up for the new speaker, and he was true to his word in a hectic last week of congressional action. In just 3 days this week, Boehner pushed through a budget compromise that raises the debt ceiling and one passage of bills to revive the Export-Import Bank and fund highway construction. Brookings Institution fellow Molly Reynolds said the budget deal
resolved one of the big conflicts between congressional Republicans and Democrats and the White House, which is over sort of the top line spending numbers. What's the big picture budget situation for the next 2 years?
Even with a clean barn, however, Reynolds says Ryan still has a busy first few weeks as Speaker.
The Highway Trust Fund reauthorization that passed this week is a temporary reauthorization. It only takes us for another couple of weeks. And the Export-Import Bank bill has cleared the House, but not the Senate.
Ryan will be tested right from the start, she says.
We'll have some real opportunities in these first couple of weeks to see what his chances are and how successful he'll be as Speaker.
Reynolds says it's hard to compare Boehner's final act to those of other House leaders because his departure is unlike most others, on his own terms and with time left in office.
Mid-session speakership replacements, like the one that we saw, themselves aren't terribly common. Usually when we get a new speaker, it's at the end of or at the beginning of a new congressional session. So in that sense, sort of anything that we'd be talking about is a little bit unusual.
Besides setting Ryan up for success, Reynolds said Boehner was also acting in the best interest of the Republican Party as it prepares for next year's elections. Reporting live in Washington, D.C., I'm Elizabeth Blackburn, Cronkite News.
Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders engaged with college students around the country last night in a live stream event hosted at George Mason University. Spirits were high at ASU's College of Law as Bernie Sanders' voice echoed through the hall. ASU's Students Bernie Sanders chapter organized the event. Some of the hot topic issues discussed were college affordability, getting big money out of politics, climate, and social justice issues. Many of the students supporting Sanders say they value his grassroots approach to political campaigning.
The thing that I like the most about him is that he's actually not being financed by big banks and things like that. He is literally raising all of his money through grassroots, through people like you and me that just want somebody that will actually represent them and not represent someone that is just throwing a bunch of money at their campaign.
His campaign says the live stream is another tool they will continue to use in order to appeal to Sanders' younger, tech-savvy audience.
Governor Doug Ducey called lawmakers into a special session late last night to vote on a settlement for funding education. K-12 public school districts sued the legislature after they stopped providing voter-required annual inflation boost in 2009. The school sued for around $330 million. Lawmakers will vote on a proposal that would increase education funding by $3.5 billion by the next decade. School districts filed a lawsuit against the state for not funding them properly during the recession. It has been a 5-year legal battle. Democrat Senator Katie Hobbs says she's not sure how she's going to vote on the floor.
The really downsides of it are the funding source, and that more than 50% comes out of the state trust land, and that's the biggest issue for me.
If the legislature approves the settlement, voters will have a chance to weigh in during a May 17th special election. If the proposal is rejected, the deal is off and the lawsuit would be revived.
Some have been missing only days. Others have been gone for years. Cronkite News reporter Angie Schuster met with the Missing and Unidentified Persons Unit for the city of Phoenix and spoke with a woman who is trying to bring attention back to her sister's cold case.
Following Saturday's Missing in Arizona Day, 22 new cases were reported, and one was even solved. This event helped people find new answers about their missing loved ones, but there are many more out there who have been waiting years for a new lead.
She was funny.
Kimber Biggs, now 26, was just 9 years old when her sister disappeared.
I don't remember a lot of it. She was riding my bike and I was walking our dog. And I got cold and tired of waiting for the ice cream truck that she thought she heard, so I went inside and walked back to the house, and she was out there for a minute or two by herself. In that, 90 seconds that I walked down to the house, opened the door and told my mom, and then walked back out to the street, she was gone.
I'm very sure that this is going to come to a quick and good end.
Mikkel's case didn't have the ending her family hoped, and it is now a cold case. She's been missing for almost 17 years.
It really affected me because I feel like I missed out on my childhood. And in all honesty, I almost feel selfish for saying that because it's Mikkel who really missed out on it.
It's worse than somebody dying in your family. When somebody dies, we have a process, we have a ritual that we go through as human beings to deal with that. These families are denied that.
The Biggs family decided to lay Mikkel to rest on the 5th anniversary of her disappearance.
I don't know exactly who took her. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know where her body is. I go visit her grave, but I can't go to her grave and feel like that she is there. It's empty.
Kimber and other families with missing loved ones attended Missing in Arizona Day, hoping to make a break in the case.
Right now, it's just a matter of finding something, a certain tip or a certain fact that someone knows that they need to come forward with for us to be able to move forward.
The Missing Persons Unit for Phoenix Police says that the most missing persons cases aren't due to foul play. And Detective Summershoe says that they plan to hold the 2nd annual Missing in Arizona Day next year in hopes of helping more struggling families. Angie Schuster, Cronkite News.
And food prices are on the rise in Arizona. According to a survey by the Arizona Farm Bureau, the cost of 16 basic grocery items was $54.57, up about 3.69 cents from just 3 months ago. Jesse Schultz found out what is behind this hike.
If it's not on sale, I'm not going to buy it.
That is Ann Coover's philosophy. As a mom of 3 kids, she recognizes the rise in Arizona food prices.
I do feel that groceries in general have gone up.
She's right. The Arizona Farm Bureau reports that in the 3rd quarter of 2015, food prices have risen 6.5%.
For us at Arizona Farm Bureau looking at it, we kind of said, wow, that's quite the increase.
Beef saw the biggest price increase. Sirloin up $1.67 to $7.65 a pound. Other foods that increased were salad mixes, apples, deli meats, chicken breasts, and cheese. The reason for the high price of beef is basic economics, low supply.
We're still feeling the effects of the drought last year, which significantly cut down the size of the herds. So the price of beef has continued to go up.
Coover is proactive about finding the best deal.
So I look and see who has, the best prices. I usually go to 3 or 4 stores.
Families like the Coovers can manage the increase, but those who can't are lower income families. St. Mary's Food Bank watches the food prices as well for the families that need their help.
They don't have the extra money to spend on food, so everything that they are not able to get, they're going to turn around and come to food banks to try to receive.
Coover says no matter the price, she's always sure she can get a deal.
Don't go to the store hungry. Don't go to the store without a list. And try to do the best that you can to meal plan.
Another tip, clip those coupons and watch the ads. In Phoenix, Jesse Schultz, Cronkite News.
If you have something to say about the changing food prices in Arizona, the Public Insight Network wants to hear from you. Head over to cronkitenews.azpbs.org. And Arizona is one of the primary states smugglers are using to traffic drugs.
And Pinal County is the home of many drug trafficking routes. Coming up on Cronkite News, what law enforcement is doing to try to stop these smugglers.
Hi, I'm Paula Kirker, president of PBS, and I'd like to personally thank you if you've made a contribution to 8 Arizona PBS. You know, when you fund your favorite shows on this station, you're ensuring great television continues to be available for yourself, your family, and everyone in your community. One of the easiest ways to do that is by making a monthly contribution on an ongoing basis, what we call sustaining membership. When you call, tell us how much you'd like to donate each month. Our current sustainers tell us that $10, $15, or $20 a month is best for them, but you decide what works for you. After you've made that call, we will deduct that amount each month from your credit card or your bank account, and we will continue until you tell us otherwise. Your membership will always remain current, and renewal notices will become a thing of the past. Best of all, your ongoing support means that the best television on television will continue to come your way every single day of the year. So please, consider a sustaining contribution today. Thank you for your support of this PBS station.
As part of our continuing commitment to track heroin's hold on Arizona, Cronkite News has been examining the state's major drug trafficking routes and what law enforcement officials are doing to stop smugglers. Cronkite News reporter Sunny Scott looks at efforts in Pinal County, a major drug corridor.
A 2015 intelligence report from the Drug Enforcement Administration says western states like Arizona continue to be primary transit areas, and even more traffickers are moving their operations into suburban and rural areas like Maricopa and Pinal County.
From one end of Arizona's vast desert landscape to another, drug smugglers continue to move more heroin and methamphetamine than they ever have, right into the hands of drug dealers and addicts. Law enforcement authorities are patrolling Arizona to stop it.
196, I copy. 2 extra, 1 team trip.
And Pinal County is on the front lines of the fight.
It seems that over the past couple years it's really picked up, just from what you see and what you hear.
Chris Platt, a detective with the anti-smuggling unit in Pinal County, spends his days with other detectives doing smuggling-based investigations and drug interdictions on Interstates 8 and 10.
Here in Pinal County, drug traffickers sometimes call 911 to report a fake accident to divert law enforcement agencies from the drug routes, just like here on Interstate 10 towards Phoenix.
We're dealing with more of the aspect when it gets picked up from already traveling through the desert on one of the interstates, and then it's going through Pinal County up to Phoenix.
Numbers obtained by Cronkite News from the Phoenix Division of the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration show more than 576 kilograms of heroin were seized this year. That's up from 163 kilograms found in 2010. This year, over 2,900 kilograms of meth were seized, compared to 730 in 2010.
Pinal County borders Mexico, and it also encompasses the Tohono O'odham Indian Reservation, which is sparsely populated, creates a lot of opportunity for the Mexican cartels to exploit that vast desert area to bring the drugs into the country.
After traveling up north through Interstate 10, Phoenix becomes the hub of distribution for other U.S. cities.
We see a vast majority of the drugs being smuggled through the Midwest and the states and cities there.
These headlines document the scope of the problem from Idaho to Texas, North Dakota to Indiana, and all across the southeastern United States.
We're starting to see the Mexican heroin going into the northeast, and the Midwest, which are the primary markets for heroin.
The Arizona high-intensity drug trafficking area brings various law enforcement agencies together to work as a force.
HIDA's doing a couple different things. Our enforcement initiatives, our task forces are concentrating on heroin, doing the investigations and trying to put the bad guys in jail.
They'll slip it over their shoes and tie them around them. You know, the carpet makes it tough to track.
Platt's main goal is to stop the deadly drugs as they move through Pinal County and the rest of the country, keeping heroin and meth out of the hands of smugglers and addicts.
Deaths involving heroin overdoses are rising in the state, according to the Arizona Department of Health Services. Fewer than 50 people died in 2004 compared to nearly 200 people in 2014. With the investigative team, I'm Sunny Scott, Cronkite News.
When your parents are part of a traveling fair, getting a regular education can be a challenge.
Coming up on Cronkite News, the school these kids attend that travels along with them.
And one local company is offering some unusual tutoring services. They'll teach subjects ranging from math to roller skating.
The easiest and best way to support 8 Arizona PBS is by becoming a sustaining member. Your monthly contribution of $5 or more comes directly from your bank account or credit card, so you know your membership is always current. It also means no more renewal notices in your mailbox. So more of your dollars go to the programs you love. It's convenient for you, greener for us, and better for the planet. Become a sustaining member today.
Tap into the art scene from coast to coast. Join the Art Beat Nation, a weekly series where you'll experience a rich cultural tapestry of art stories from across America. Meet artists, writers, composers, and performers setting the pulse of the arts in America now. Join us for a brand new episode of Art Beat Nation, Sunday at 5 on 8HD. When you want to be more connected, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us online. Become a news source for the Arizona PBS Public Insight Network. Your ideas and insights can help us create relevant and distinctive reporting. Join now at azpbs.org/pin.
Throughout its history, Arizona PBS and volunteers have enjoyed a rich and rewarding partnership. Whether answering phones during our pledge campaigns, stuffing envelopes, or assisting with special events, volunteering at 8 is fun and provides excellent work experience, team building for a group, and a sense of community involvement and importance. If you would like to volunteer at 8, or if you have dropped off our mailing list, we encourage you to call the number on your screen or go online at azpbs.org/volunteer. Thank you.
When you go to the fair, you think funnel cakes, rides, and fun. But do you ever think education? Reporter Julia Thatcher got the chance to sit down and talk to the students at the school that travels with the fair.
It folds up like an accordion. Walls shifting in, floorboards sliding together. It then gets on the road and travels across the country. It's a one-room schoolhouse, teaching kids K through 8, all in hopes to give these kids, whose parents are a part of the fair, a normal education.
They're going to school and learning some really great stuff that they probably wouldn't get in a regular public school. They're definitely 21st century learners. They are hands-on. We incorporate as much technology as we can.
The curriculum includes all the basics: math, science, English, and even Spanish. Camet Christian Academy tailors their school to their students as well as to the fair traveling schedule. School's in session starting in February and they're out in November. And the students really only have one issue.
It's only bad because you can't go to any dances. Because, I'm with my cousins all the time.
This is the first year for the school. They're a private school and are accredited through the Association of Christian Schools International. The mobile school gives the kids the chance to stay with their families throughout the year.
I like being with my mom and dad a lot instead of staying away from them all year.
Although their upbringing may seem unconventional, this traveling school provides stability and normalcy for its students. At the Arizona State Fair, Julia Thatcher, Cronkite News.
Once these kids are finished with junior high, families will discuss more permanent options for high school. Students will then fly to wherever the fair is traveling, so families can be together on the weekends.
If you want to brush up on your math skills or even master the latest video game, reporter Jackie Padilla found a local company that offers lessons for a wide variety of subjects.
Avidbrain is a local tutoring agency that's branching out from the classroom. The company started this year and already has over 1,600 tutors. From English and history to roller skating and poker, students have the opportunity to learn just about anything.
Tutoring agency based in Scottsdale. Owner and former college professor Keith Resendez says it's a system that targets a variety of student needs.
We're going to focus on academic because that's my background. A lot of test prep, a lot of academic from K-12 to college classes. However, we already have a lot of range from gameplay, Yiddish, just name it. Anything you can teach as a skill, we have it on our system.
You heard right, Yiddish. There are even tutors to help up your game in World of Warcraft. For Tamara Allen, working with students on any given subject isn't just a part-time gig.
I mean, I've been tutoring for over 10 years now, and I find that with experience, you just become more desirable as a tutor because people see that experience and they equate it with expertise.
Students can take in-person lessons, but the agency offers online sessions that it believes can be just as effective.
Technology allows students and tutors to interact with typical classroom tools, much like a whiteboard, all while using a computer.
When it comes to making money, Avidbrain says new instructors set their price and pocket 70%, and that payout can increase over time.
To be able to do what you love and make a decent living at it is really kind of priceless.
Resendez says his next goal is to globally expand this educational network.
Avidbrain doesn't require its tutors to have a degree, but does require a background check on all applicants before making them accessible to students. In the Broadcast Center, Jackie Padilla, Cronkite News.
After a long day of teaching, one group of Arizona teachers went to a different kind of classroom, this time as students. Arizona Forward's EarthFest Educators Night provided teachers with new environmentally friendly curriculum to take back their classrooms. Workshops, informational booths, and experiments were on display, giving teachers an idea of how they can get their young students involved in the science of environmental conservation.
There might be some fun ideas. We're trying to start a gardening unit. Last year they did a huge reduce, recycle, reuse unit. So I just thought I would get more ideas in that, and it's free, which is great too.
Arizona Forward's partner for the event, the University of Phoenix, is giving away 3 scholarships to teachers who demonstrate sustainable practices in their own classrooms.
Members of Congress put partisan politics aside for a different kind of battle.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how a charity football game is helping politicians in Washington get along.
Fridays, it's at Cronkite News, your social sharing connection where you choose the news. Facebook likes and shares, tweets, retweets, and favorites. YouTube views and subscriptions. We're watching you watch us. From our digital home at cronkitenews.azpbs.org to your television, web browser, or mobile device. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Then join us for at Cronkite News, our weekly refresh, each Friday at 5 on Arizona PBS.
The easiest and best way to support 8 Arizona PBS is by becoming a sustaining member. Your monthly contribution of $5 or more comes directly from your bank account or credit card, so you know your membership is always current. It also means no more renewal notices in your mailbox. So more of your dollars go to the programs you love. It's convenient for you, greener for us, and better for the planet. Become a sustaining member today.
Hi, I'm Judy Woodruff, co-anchor of the PBS NewsHour. Preparing the next generation of journalists has never been more important than it is now. With its groundbreaking partnership with Arizona PBS, the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU is revolutionizing journalism education to provide students with a real opportunity to work and learn under the supervision of veteran journalists, producers, directors, and editors on newscasts, investigative stories, and documentary productions. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, reinventing journalism education in the digital age.
Finally tonight, from congressional gridlock to the gridiron, our Washington Bureau reporter Charles McConnell hit the sidelines for a special charity game.
When the Guards played the Mean Machine Wednesday night, they met on the one playing field in Washington where partisan politics has no place.
I mean, no kidding. I had a bill I was introducing. I went to one of my teammates on the Democrat side, walked him through it. He became a sponsor. So, I mean, this is a really good part of the camaraderie of being here and working together for a good cause as well.
A cause that both sides of the aisle can get behind.
This is a charity game. It raises money for a couple different organizations that support families of fallen Capitol Police officers, military families.
And the game was also a bonding opportunity for Congress and the Capitol Police.
We spend a lot of time with the members as officers, and this is just a good way to show that we have a more relationship than just us protecting them.
Although competitive spirits were high.
There's a lot of trash talking between the members through the years of the game, throughout the months leading up to the game.
On the playing field, it was a balanced game. The Guards had many former college players, and former professionals aided the mean machine.
1, 2, 3,
There were lots of slips and spills in the first half, and the guards led 7-6 at halftime.
It's raining out, the ball's pretty slippery, but we're just getting into a good rhythm of what we've been doing in practice every day and hoping to take it to them in the second half.
Unfortunately for the mean machine, they couldn't get the offense going and were unable to score in the second half.
When it came down to it, a couple guys made big plays, and that's all it takes is 1 or 2 plays, and you were able to pull it out.
But McSally said it wasn't just about the final score.
It's fantastic. We were working together on the field, blowing off some steam, sometimes late nights, but these are early mornings, building relationships.
When the rain finally died down and the dust settled, the Capitol Police won 14-6. Reporting in Washington, Charles McConnell, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's next on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. We'll have the latest on efforts by lawmakers to settle an education funding lawsuit, and we'll learn about an art exhibit that shows an area of Phoenix in a whole new way.
I'm Gwen Eiffel on the next NewsHour. Making sense of a tax break both Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders agree has to go. That's Thursday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.